Ollie's and Books a Million haul from yesterday and today. What did we pick up? Well, let me show y'all what I got at Books a Million. I did pay retail price for this, but I kind of had to have it, so I don't really mind. I'm starting to really like these DC compact comics. This is the second one I have in my collection. I also have the Watchmen. Um, I really like these. You know, DC's doing these. Retail for them is like $10 a book, unless you get them from like in stock trades, and you can get them for like $5-6 a piece. Um, and Marvel started doing it now with their Marvel Premiere editions. Those are like 15 a piece, which a little bit higher, but I'm sure it's worth it in the end. This is Harley Quinn and the Gotham City Sirens by Paul Dini. Um, I have started reading this, even though I picked it up yesterday. I think I've already read like the first 3 issues. I'm enjoying it so far. I know Paul Dini best for Batman the Animated Series, but I haven't really read too many of his comics. I think he did a Team Over comic with Zatanna and Black Canary that I read. And I think he did some comics for the Arkham games. And you guys know I'm a big fan of the Arkham series, but yes, $10, and so far it's worth every dollar of that. Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn. There was one issue in here that I already read. It kind of focused more on the Riddler, but I didn't mind that. Riddler, one of my favorite Batman villains. Yeah. Then we went to Ollie's today, and usually my Ollie's doesn't have a whole lot of good stuff, but today, oh man, what did they have? They had Brian Michael Bendis Superman, which I didn't even know he did a run on Superman. They had Wonder Woman Black and Gold. They had a Harley Quinn hardcover. I don't remember which one. They had some new Batman stuff. They had Batman and Fortnite. I'm not really a big Fortnite fan, but that was there. They had a Punchline hardcover, and then they had some kind of Hanna-Barbera crossover between Johnny Quest and Space Ghost. Uh, I've never watched Space Ghost. I've watched Johnny Quest, but I've never watched Space Ghost. But I am familiar with Space Ghost. So I kind of thought that was a cool kind of like team up comic, but I didn't pick it up. Here's what I did pick up though. We have DC Future State, The Next Batman. Retails for $34.99. Ollie's had it for $7.99. Let's go back to Harley Quinn real quick. This collects issues 1 through 13 from that Gotham City Sirens run, and I hope they'll do a volume 2 of this. It does not say volume 1, but I hope they do a volume 2 collecting the last 13 issues, because this was a 26 issue series. But yeah, anyway, this Batman book collects Future State, The Next Batman 1 through 4, Future State Nightwing numbers 1 and 2, and Future State Dark Detective number 1 and number 3. And it says it also includes all the backup stories from starring Batgirl, Grifter, The Outsiders, the Gotham City Sirens, and the Arkham Knights. I don't know what the Arkham Knights are. I'm familiar with Arkham Knight, Jason Todd, because I'm like a mega Arkham game fanatic, you know. I'm kind of tied between Arkham and the animated series as to which did the best interpretation of Batman. I'm kind of leaning towards the Arkham series, but I really love Batman the Animated Series. Also, solid cartoon. If you've never watched Batman the Animated Series, please do yourself a favor and go watch it. If you have streaming, it's on HBO Max. Go watch it there. If you're a physical media person like me, don't bother getting it on DVD. Go ahead and get it on Blu-ray. That's what I have it on, is on Blu-ray. Get it on Blu-ray. You won't be disappointed. Great series. But yes, that's one book I got at Ollie's. Looking at the cover and stuff, it looks like I can't remember the dude's name, but the son of Lucius Fox is now Batman, I think, in this. Uh, the artwork doesn't look bad. Yeah, I hope it's good. Um, to me, my Batman is Bruce Wayne. I'm sure it is for everybody. Bruce Wayne is their Batman. Um, and I like Terry McGinnis. Terry McGinnis is good as Batman also. Then, of course, you have the Robins that take up the mantle of Batman. You have shoot, John Paul Valley. You have him as Batman during the Nightfall saga. Isn't there some points where, like, Alfred and Commissioner Gordon and Lucius Fox, I think they take up the mantle of Batman or something like that? Here's the last book I got from Ollie's. This is Batman the Imposter. This retails for $29.99. Ollie's had it for $6.99. Again, another Batman story I've never read. This collects Batman the Imposter issues 1 to 3. This is part of DC's Black Label line, meaning they're a little bit more mature stories. Usually on the back it'll say ages like 17 plus or ages 18 plus. But I'm 20 years old, so it really doesn't affect me, I guess. I don't know. And it's still in the plastic wrap, so I'm trying to open it. You know what? This is a Batman book, so guess what we're going to use to open the Batman book is a Batman figure. And no, it doesn't bother me that the paint's coming off. I use these to fidget with, except for the... Okay. I have ones that I use for stop motion that I would prefer the paint be the best, but ones that I fidget with, I don't really care if the paint's that messed up. But, anyway, kind of curious what the artwork is going to look like in here. I'm looking forward to more of those DC Compact comics. I think towards the end of the year, they're doing like, Batman the Long Halloween, my absolute favorite Batman story. They're doing like V for Vendetta. I've never read V for Vendetta, but I have seen the movie and I really liked it. What else are they doing? Batman Arkham Asylum by Grant Morrison. I think the video game Batman Arkham Asylum is mostly inspired by that. Also like the animated series. And I think there's some tidbits in there that are inspired by Arkham Asylum Living Hell. I think it's mainly just the part where Aaron Cash has his hand bit off by Killer Croc, but yeah. Good grief. I'm trying to talk while I'm opening this, because this is not easy. I might have to get some actual scissors and not use my Batman. Oh, hold on. There we go. I got it. Thank goodness. I'm not familiar with any of the writers or creators on these books, except for the Harley Quinn. I'm familiar with Paul Dini, but the books I got from Ollie's today, I'm not familiar with any of them. This is a hardback, so in case anybody was wondering. Looking at the artwork, it does look a little intense. Lots of blood. Oh, no way. There's dialogue in here you have to read upside down. That'll be fun. Uh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of blood in here. A lot of weird imagery. Who knows? This might be a fun read. But, yeah. So, that is it. Hope you all enjoyed. Um, Mimi, if you're watching this, thank you for the Books A Million pickup, and Pop, if you're watching this, thank you for the Ollie's, small Ollie's haul. Guys, if you have an Ollie's near you, go hit them up, see what they got. A few months ago, they got in some Black Panther omnibus. They had the early age stuff, which that one sold out, and thankfully I got one. And then I think they had the Wakanda omnibus, which they still have one left at my store. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up or not. I'm kind of dying down on the omnibus because they're just so big and stuff like that. I'm sure if I find one at a good price that interests me, I'm sure I'll probably pick it up, but I'm kind of starting to lean towards more like these DC compacts and the Marvel premieres, which I don't have any of the Marvel premieres yet. I want to get that Daredevil one that just come out, Born Again by Frank Miller. I want to get that. I've heard that's a really good read. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed talking comics. Like I said, if you guys have an Ollie's around you, please go see what they have. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, etc., etc. We just hit over 80 subs. Let's aim for 100. So, yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed. Take care. Go hunt some comics. Go read some comics. Today might be a good day for it. Take care.